Good afternoon, guys. It's another beautiful day here in Tucson. It's a bit hot. I'm not sure how hot, maybe 95 or 93 or something like that. So I'm sweating a little bit here at this red light. But I've got a fun ride in store for you guys today. I'm really excited about it. The plan is to head back to one of my favorite spots, actually two of my favorite spots. So we're going to start out with Redington Pass today and take that across the mountain, and then we'll connect that to the backside of Mount Lemmon and come up the off-road way to pop up there at the fire department, and then we'll take the paved roads back down the mountain on Mount Lemmon and back home. So we got about a 150-mile loop to do today, much of which, at least half of which, is off-road. So I'm looking forward to it. Welcome to Redington Pass. Here's the dirt. Go ahead and slow down passing this person so we don't dust them out. All right, let's get a little bit of drone footage here.
3, 2, 1.
We'll see how it does. Sometimes it'll lose you, other times it'll follow you. So if we lose it, we'll have to double back and find it. Looks like it's doing okay following so far. I really need to get a phone holder for my phone mount for my bike so that I can see without looking back to find the drone in my mirror, that I can see that it's still following me on the screen. But so far so good. Pick up the pace a little bit and see how it keeps up. Don't see the drone. Let's stop and see if it's with us. Yeah, it's right on me. All right. Good little drone. Doing 32 miles an hour, which I'm guessing is pretty close to the limit for that little drone. I don't see it in my mirrors, but that doesn't mean anything. It might be still with us, or it might not. We'll see in a minute. Are you with me? I don't see you. I think we might have lost it. There you are. Lock back on me now. You're going into the trees, my friend. Having a hard time there. There's a car behind us. Alright, why don't you land? Are you gonna follow my hand? Might have to do it manually, huh? This is hard enough when I don't have gloves on. This way, please. Okay. That was funny. Well, we got it back. Good to go. All right, well, that was a fun little drone adventure. Let's carry on our way now. Wayward son. Carry on my wayward son. There'll be peace for you. I don't know the words to that song. Coming up on somebody here. Let's see if they see me and let me by. I mean, I can always go by, but no need to do it in a rude fashion if they're going to be nice about it. Thanks. There's a roadrunner on the left. Hi, fella. You're handsome. Such a cool bird. I think it's Arizona's state bird. I have a hat with one on it. I love that bird. It's so cool. One of the reasons I like this area, or this road in particular, is that there's all these sections that just twist and turn kind of between hills, and you feel sort of enclosed for a little while, and then all of a sudden you come out and you just get this exposure, which is really epic feeling, with the mountains in the background and steep, somewhat steep drop-offs and rocks and cactus. It's really awesome and unique to me, having grown up on the East Coast mostly. Hey fella, thanks for seeing me so quick. That was nice. Appreciate you. I think that's the one. Yeah. Hoping there's not some big puddle pit at the other side of some of these where I can't see the other side, and I'm just sending it. Whee! Alright, I'm starting to keep my eyes open for a shady spot to take a break, because I hadn't mentioned this yet, but yesterday and the day before I did a big ride from Tucson on, so Friday night after work. I got off work at 3:30 and then got ready, left my house around 5 something, and I rode my motorcycle to Flagstaff, which is, you know, on the highway it's like 4.5 hours away, but I didn't take the highway, so it was like 6.5 or 7 hours. And so that in itself was a nice ride, nice long ride, and then most of it was in the dark, so I didn't get to enjoy the scenery too much, but it was still fun, twisty roads. And then the Saturday, the reason I went up there is that I met up with some people, 4 other riders, one of whom I knew and 3 guys I didn't know, and we rode section 5, I think it was, of the AZBDR up to the Grand Canyon and back to Flagstaff. But then after that ride on Saturday still, I then took highways and rode all the way back to Tucson, which is quite a long day for me. And the reason that I started saying this is because my knees hurt and I'm tired, so I need a break. So let's look for some shade, pull over here and chill out for a bit. All right, found a little spot of shade finally. Now if I could just find neutral. Neutral is tough to find on this bike. It's not the worst, but it's definitely not the easiest. Alright guys, I've been chilling out here in the shade for about 15 minutes, just taking a nice little break. Felt really good. Glad for the shade, glad for the break. Get my knees back under me. I'm about to gear back up and hit the trails again. It's been really nice, not difficult, very scenic, surrounded by just beautiful desert plants and animals, and it's breezy out here. So without further ado, I'm gonna put my helmet back on and gloves on and hit the dusty trail. One thing that's a little bit annoying about this motorcycle is that every time I turn it off, it does save the ride mode and the ABS mode stays whatever settings you turned it off at, but the motorcycle traction control defaults back to the on setting. And every time you turn the motor off, or if you stall, say you're on a hill and you stall out, well, when you turn the bike back on, traction control is back on. And it's not just a quick button, it's you got to go through a couple of menu items, then get to that item, press and hold while the throttle's closed for 5 seconds, then you release, and then your traction control is off again. So really not a fan of that. So this is scary. If I was just hauling ass and not paying enough attention, this would have really taken me by surprise because it's hard to see. Most of the time when you see these barbed wire, just sort of propped up fence type things, you'll see some sort of a, I don't know, something, they'll put sticks or flags or something in there so you see it. But that would have been a really bad day if you run into that without slowing down. I need to add a kickstand footprint to the things, to the list of mods for this bike, because that little tiny footprint just sinks right into this soft dirt. Whee! This is steeper than it probably looks on camera. I don't really mind steep when it's easy, smooth, or not very big rocks kind of terrain. No biggie. When I start going downhill and there's loose rocks like baby heads and bowling balls rolling around underneath me, and I start to get sketched out and feel like I'm gonna crash. A lot of gates. We have probably the most gates you've ever seen. Okay, that was terrible. That was supposed to be a Trump impression. It really ended up being something else. We have probably the most fabulous... Nope, can't do it. I need to just stop. I'm getting my workout, just getting on and off of the bike for gates. Just saw a dirt biker cross in front of me on this blind corner and thought he was looking back like somebody was behind him. And I thought maybe I don't go just right into the intersection without checking. But I did, or did not rather. Woo-hoo-hoo! It's really nice. There's some... Oh, just shut off on me. Did my kickstand come down? No? Oh, I bumped the kill switch. That's on me. That's a relief. I was coming up here and saw these animals, and for a second I was like, it's a bear! That's not a bear. Hello, friendly cows. Are you friendly? Don't look at me like that, man. No, go. I'm trying to go that way. You stay there. I'll go this way. See ya. Did I lock the trunk? I think so. I think the drone's still with me. That's good. It's easier for it to keep up when I'm on these rockier, slower sections, which is a good benefit to doing the shot during that. I'm pretty impressed with the luggage rack that I got, I think on Amazon, that's holding up that fairly heavy trunk box through all of these bumps. There's a lot of weight in there and leverage, you know, against the mount points, and it's been holding up just fine over the last couple days of this kind of terrain. So happy about that. Is the drone still following? Yes, it is. All right, that's great. Seems like half of the drone shots I do end up in a drone search and rescue mission instead of a cool shot. Alright, drone's doing great. I should stop looking for the drone and pay more attention to my line. Alright, I got a battery level low warning, so I think the drone is just gonna go ahead and land. Good little drone. Very good. Mission accomplished.
You're so good, but not for me. Don't try to be a person you'll never be. Can't say we're different. What's our secret? Every time I see you, I wanna say, I don't want to love you, don't want to fight, I don't want to talk all night. Please, please.
If I keep riding this type of stuff, I'm gonna need to get a new skid plate soon. I haven't had any big hits yet, knock on wood, but I'm still rocking the stock skid plate, which is made of tissue paper.
Ooh, you're so good. Maybe I could say it, but that's not true. You're so different, but it's not secret.
I think I made it. There we go. Woo, woo, woo. Perfect. My own personal shade tree.
Love you, don't want to fight, I don't want to talk all night. Please, please forget my number. I wish I would lie.
Since my gas stop, which was just before I got to Redington, we've done 71 miles. So about maybe 3 to 5 miles of that was paved roads leading into Redington, and then everything else was off-road. So we did about 65 miles of off-road. Well, I was gonna say so far, but that's all the off-road we're doing. So we did 65 miles of off-road. We will accrue a total of about 130 miles on today's ride, round trip. So just about half of it's off-road, certainly more than half of the time off-road. And that's the way, I like it. And here we go.
Can't you say we're different? Oh, it's not a secret. Can't you say I'm not in love? Oh, I don't want to love you, don't want to fight, I don't want to talk all night. Please, please forget my number. I wish I would lie, I'm not in love.
All right, I see we're starting to stack up to some more traffic here. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up this video. Thank you all for joining me, and be well, and I'll catch you on the next one.